Bible prophecy is active and unfolding daily. Zechariah 12, Isaiah 17, Psalm 83, Ezekiel 38. Here is what the LameStream Media is not telling you.
Shalom, my friends. Welcome to this week's newscast. From France 24, the French energy giant known as Total defied U.S. pressure last week by signing a multi-billion-dollar gas deal with Iran, the first by a European firm in more than a decade. Total will invest an initial $1 billion in the South Pars offshore gas field as part of a consortium with, wait for it, Chinese and Iranian firms. What is going on in this world? From Ynet News, UNESCO's Cultural Committee Tuesday last week approved a resolution denying that Israel is the sovereign power over Jerusalem and condemning it for conducting archaeological excavations in the old city. Things are really getting bizarre, my friends. I don't know what to say. The news reports seem to be somewhat skimpy lately in terms of intifada attacks, as well as wars and rumors of wars, compared to what we've been used to in previous months. But things really are escalating behind the scenes and in the undercurrents of political agendas. Israel is being surrounded like never before and is becoming a heavy stone for all the peoples. Zechariah, that's Zechariah, chapter 12, verse 3 tells us, in that day, meaning now, I will make Jerusalem a heavy stone for all the peoples. All who lift it will be severely injured, and all the nations of the earth will come and be gathered against it. We're watching this unfold in epic ways. The accuracy of Bible prophecies are absolutely astounding, my friends, and I'm perpetually perplexed at how people do not recognize that fact. Turning to wars and rumors of wars, on Friday, July 7th, from the Washington Post, ISIS attacked a remote Egyptian army outpost in the Sinai Peninsula with a suicide car bomb and heavy machine gun fire, killing at least 23 soldiers in the deadliest attack in the turbulent region in 2 years. After nightfall, ISIS issued a claim of responsibility, saying in an online statement that it had carried out the attack as the Egyptian army was preparing an assault on ISIS positions in Sinai. I don't understand it. ISIS is always like, we did that. It's curious. It's confusing. I mean, you would think if somebody did that, they wouldn't tell anybody they did that. And ISIS is always like, by the way, we would like you to know. From Al Jazeera, at least 26 Egyptian soldiers were killed in a suicide car bomb attack on an army checkpoint near Rafah in northern Sinai. An army spokesperson said 40 ISIS fighters were killed in a gun battle with soldiers at the checkpoint. Then on Saturday, July 8th, from the Peninsula, Qatar's daily news, Iraqi security forces liberated the last ISIS stronghold in the city of Mosul and broke the remaining ISIS defense lines inside the area. At least 74 ISIS members were reportedly killed during their failed attempt to flee the old city. Brigadier General Yahya Rasul Iraqi Joint Operations Command spokesman said that this is the end of ISIS in the city. Bold statement. Turning to our Intifada update on Tuesday, July 4th, from the Times of Israel, Israeli border police foiled a terror attack after finding a bag of knives, stun grenades, and firebomb materials during the search of a Palestinian vehicle headed into Jerusalem at a checkpoint outside Bethlehem. Security forces stopped the vehicle after noticing that its front and rear license plates did not match. The 6 riders also lacked entry permits. The suspects admitted during initial questioning that they were planning to carry out a terror attack in Jerusalem. And looking at our review of last week's news, ISIS attacked a remote Egyptian army outpost in the Sinai Peninsula with a suicide car bomb and heavy machine gun fire, killing at least 23 soldiers in the deadliest attack in the turbulent region in 2 years. At least 26 Egyptian soldiers were killed in a suicide car bomb attack on an army checkpoint near Rafah in northern Sinai. Iraqi security forces liberated the last ISIS stronghold in the city of Mosul and broke the remaining ISIS defense lines inside the area. And Israeli border police foiled a terror attack after finding a bag of knives, stun grenades, and firebomb materials during a search of a Palestinian vehicle headed into Jerusalem at a checkpoint outside Bethlehem. And that, my friends, is what the LameStream Media is not telling you. Abba willing, I'll see you here again next week. Until then, stay safe. Shalom.
Crowded rooms, I need more space than I consume. Enough is time alone with you, underneath a naked moon, sharing confidential moods and making chatter. Mockingbird nocturnal sings notations of eternal things, entering the quantum breeze, flying not for want of wings. He lights his gaze on you and me, simply because we matter.